Engage. Hello, my hello, my honey. Hello, my darling. Hello, Clementine. This is how it goes. Darling, hello, hello, my honey. Hello, my darling. Hello, this. Wow, can't remember. And recording. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Tyrannodorkus. You may call me Mr. Tyranny. Today on Star Trek, I am on my Klingon faction character. I've been playing the Federation for the last 3 episodes, so I want to get on the Klingon faction in order to give you some insight or some view into this race. Some of the differences in this. I don't want to go there yet. To start off, was I in the right? No, it wasn't a fair. Okay, so to start off, some of the differences between the Federation and the Klingon are the race selection. You can't see it right now. Let me open up my... I am a Gorn warrior. This is a science officer. Some of the races that you can choose do differ between the Federation and the Klingon. So you can pick a Klingon officer on both Federation and Klingons, but on the you have to pay in order to be able to pick the Klingon officer on the. You have to pay in order to pick a Klingon on the Federation side. Right. So some of the other races that you can choose between the Klingon is the Gorn. You can choose instead of the I don't think I can take them on. You can choose the Gorn, you can choose Nausicaans, you can choose Klingons, obviously. They're the main ones you can choose from. Yeah, bored. The Federation, I think you obviously get human. You can also choose Orions, which I think a lot of people. I tend to see mostly Gorn, Klingon, and Orions running around. So those are usually the most popular that is chosen. Sweet. That's the big Borg ship that comes in. Some of the other differences between the Federation and the Klingon are the ship selections. The Federation, they tend to get a more standardized setup for their ship selections. You can usually choose between each free tier that you get between an engineering ship, a science ship, or a tactical ship selection. When it comes to the Klingon, you get pretty traditional engineering ship. Come on, a little closer. There we go. But so you can get a traditional cruiser. You can get a traditional engineering ship set up, or you can also get a somewhat traditional tactical ship like you're used to in a Federation side. But most of the Klingon ship tend to be focused on frontal attacks. They don't really have a science vessel. The closest they have is the Gorn vessel, but you have to pay for that. It's gonna blow up. Let me get out of here. Woo, doggy. Sweet. Combat tends to be the same. You can have it set up to be very similar to how, if you're used to the combat for the Federation, you can set up yourself to be just like the Federation ships with beam weaponry. Klingon ships, I think, do a much better job whenever it comes to frontal attacks. Over to Kino or Konos. Kinos. That's a start, or that's EverQuest. But you can set up the combat pretty much the same as Federation if you're more used to how you like to fight on a Federation ship. Another difference is between the Federation and the Klingons are marauding and diplomacy. The Federation, you get diplomacy missions for your duty officers, and the more you work up that experience, you can go into the Klingon space with it. Marauding, their duty officer missions, those tend to give you the marauding missions tend to give you supplies. Let me get off here, I need to go back up. First city, please. While the diplomacy missions, they just give you diplomacy EXP. Marauding give you marauding EXP. I kind of wish diplomacy did give you supplies as well. It would have been a nice balance. And duty officers is, like I said, it's going to be something I want to get into eventually. But at the moment, I'm still trying to get used to doing these Let's Play setups. Look at that little guy. Zazor. I just love how some of these people get really creative with the character selection. Gorn in a suit. Love it. Alakas, if you see this video, you got a cool character. Budweiser. Oh man. You're not a frog, man. If you're used to playing on the Federation, they have a much better homeworld setup on the starbase that you go to. On the Klingon homeworld, things are a little more out of the way, if you ask me. A bit more annoying. You have to go pretty far one direction in order to get to the tailor and some merchants. If you need to go over to the exchange or bank, you have to run almost to another corner of the city. I guess I don't know if it's really as far as I think it is. It might be the same distance in the Federation starbase, but to me it does seem farther. It could be just an illusion though. So Wolverine? Yes, I knew it. Pretty good though. Another major difference between the Federation and the Klingons are the episode lists. Whoa, dude. Talk about fast. Let's see. The episodes, you tend to have a different episode list for the Federation than the Klingons, and depending on which faction you choose for the Romulans. But all three factions have their own episode lists that they go through. They do somewhat intertwine or become. They do somewhat mingle with each other or overlap with each other, I should say. for instance, that I could do a mission and it could act out the exact same way as it does with a Federation, but the difference between the two would probably be some of the wording that's used, especially at the beginning and end whenever you take the mission. I think it's a lot easier for the for the Klingons initially, because I felt like combat favored the Klingons usually whenever I was going through them. So if you if you're looking to play a little more casually, if you're looking to play a little more casually and combat is an issue, then I would probably suggest the Klingons at first in order to get used to how combat is, because the combat in here is a lot easier. Repeating myself, I'm sorry. I'm hoping to keep these videos a little shorter in order to keep them a little more short, sweet, and to the point. So I'm still trying to find my niche, how I like to do things. So I would probably be looking more into. I would probably still be looking more into how I want to try and do this setup. How I'm still working on things, and so I think that'll be it for me tonight. I hope you enjoyed watching, and have a good night. Spork, where are the Borg conductive? Why, Captain? Because resistance is futile. Ho!